Tonight at STN Channel 2 News, we take a look into the money scam that affected some students.
And as spring fling approaches, as Cat's Battle of the Bands is coming up, we have the details.
Plus, a professional comedy team is coming to campus. Find out who, all that and more right now on STN Channel 2. And thank you for tuning in to STN Channel 2 News. I'm Matthew Vega.
And I'm Krista Gray.
The University of Hartford Office of Financial Assistance became aware that students were being scammed by a company known as Student Advocates into receiving student loan forgiveness on Facebook. STN went to find out more. These illegitimate companies trick students into giving them money and personal information for information that is free and easy to receive.
For example, in order to complete any of these applications, they would need the student's social security number, date of birth, very personal information that we don't want to be giving out to them. If the student was ever looking to actually go through one of those programs, they would already have that information at their student loan servicer, so they wouldn't need to be giving out their social security number, for example. So it's possible that they could eventually be using this for identity theft as well.
For the time being, Student Advocates has been sent a warning, but until they have been stopped, the university would like to advise students if they ever come across these scams.
If you're a student who has gone through this and you feel like you were the victim of this, you would want to reach out to the Department of Consumer Protection, either through the state of Connecticut or through whatever state the student is a resident of.
Students must be cautious to where to find the right loans and where they are looking is legitimate.
I think if they're looking to exploit a personal relationship, you always want to question why do they feel that they need to use this relationship if it's not coming directly from the school. That would be a red flag to me. Also, anything that is asking you to call without giving you all of the information in advance, any legitimate website is going to have the applications on their website where you can see exactly what it is that they're looking for.
For more information on student loans, contact the Office of Financial Assistance by calling 860-947-4303 or by emailing the financial office.
Campus Activities team is putting on an event where student bands will have the chance to possibly open up for this year's Spring Fling artists. STN went to find out more.
So basically every year we have a group of student bands audition, and a few of them get selected to play on Spring Fling. So it's really exciting for them because it kind of gets their name out there.
Currently there are 6 bands auditioning, and 3 of those bands will be chosen to perform on the Friday of Spring Fling. Whichever band is chosen to be the best of those 3 will then be able to perform before the main artist on the Saturday of Spring Fling.
Well, right now we got some great bands auditioning that would be so much fun to see. We got Shy the Band, Jungle Fiction.
Other bands can still sign up to audition by emailing Ben Martinez at martinez@hartford.edu, and he will give them the information about their audition date and time.
These are kids that are talented, and I think they deserve to be heard, so I think everyone should hear them. And I'm glad that they have the opportunity to perform on actual Spring Fling, because a lot of people are going to get to hear them.
With Battle of the Bands, it is an opportunity for live music to be brought to campus for students to enjoy.
A lot of people know that we're a big music school, but they think more of theater and classical and dance, and they don't see a lot of the bands. So that's what we try to bring to light with Battle of the Bands.
Battle of the Bands editions are on February 28th and March 6th at Hawk's Nest from 7 p.m. to 10 p.m., and students can go see the auditions for free.
And professional comedy team CT is coming to campus for a night of improv called the Interactive Improv Spotlight on the Party Scene. The night will follow a format similar to the hit show Whose Line Is It Anyways, and will be held on March 4th from 6 to 8 p.m. in Hawk Hall, room 115. Snacks and refreshments will be provided, and there will be prizes. Now, Chris, I don't know if you noticed, but this weather this week has been off the charts. It's been up and down, sideways, upside down. It's just been yeah, it's been raining, snowing. It's even been hot a few days. Hi, Anna, can you clear things up for us?
Yep, thanks, guys. The weather's been very chilly this week. We've had snow, rain, and a bit of wind. But how will it be over the next week? Find out after the break.
After the break, some members of the university transformed a car into a way more effective vehicle. Find out what they did.
The university is in a lot of commotion after a racy party was held over the weekend. We have the scoop.
And a brawl broke out in a popular family restaurant. See how they're reacting. All that and more soon.
There's one thing you can never have sex without.
It's not something you buy.
Or something you take.
In fact, there's only one way to get it.
It has to be given to you, freely.
It's consent.
Because sex without it isn't sex.
It's rape. Consent.
If you don't get it, you don't get it. It's on us to stop sexual assault.
Learn how and take the pledge at itsonus.org.
Oh, look, a redhead. Staring contest. You still got it. I know.
Come alive with the forest.
The dad was cute.
You were looking right at us. Visit discovertheforest.org to find a forest near you.
And now, your STN2 weather forecast.
Welcome back. I'm Ayana Dillahunt-Scott here with the weather. Despite this week's up and down temperatures, hopefully next week will be a little bit more pleasant. But before that, let's look at today's weather. Today, temperatures currently is 32 degrees right now. It has dropped throughout the day. Wind speeds of 25 miles per hour. It's very windy outside. So now let's take a look at tomorrow's forecast, Saturday's highs. Here we have at the University of Hartford, tomorrow will be 39 degrees. It is going to be really cold outside, so just remember when you are waiting for the shuttle to dress warm and maybe just use your winter accessories for tomorrow, your hat, your scarf, your gloves, bring it all out. So let's look at Saturday's low forecast. Its low will drop to 30 degrees, 9-degree difference in the surrounding area of Hartford. It is around the same temperature range, so if you're planning on going out of the state, maybe into Boston or something, just dress the same, dress warm. So now let's look at Sunday's highs. Sunday's highs will be 53 degrees. Yeah, the temperature did bump up a little bit of 20-degree difference, but still dress warm. Don't just put your spring jackets away just yet. Keep your winter jackets out. Now let's take a look at the 7-day forecast. So as we spoke of Saturday and Sunday, let's move on to Monday. 2 degrees difference. That's pretty good. 51 degrees on Tuesday, 52 on Wednesday. It is pretty cloudy. On Thursday, it is going to drop 10 degrees, and we will have some rain. So just bring your umbrellas and wear your rain boots. So now, guys, 42 degrees, no snow this week. Pretty good, I think.
That's good. I'm very happy about that. I'm not really too happy about the rain on Thursday, but what are you going to do? Thank you very much, Ayana. Now, moving forward, the university's Green 707 Club is celebrating after months of hard work. 5 university students have been working since the fall of 2014 to transform a gas-fueled truck into an electric car. And in January, the students of the club drove the vehicle for the first time. Unfortunately, this is only one small victory since they still need to get the truck to get street legal. The students plan on entering the truck into a national drag racing competition specifically for electric vehicles. The students hope to qualify for the Pro Street A category for electric vehicles. The students hope on setting a world record in the competition.
The University of Connecticut has one major celebrity supporter. Singer Taylor Swift contributed to the university's Husky-thon, which is a charity dance marathon where all the money goes to the Connecticut Children's Medical Center. In honor of her recent Grammy-winning album, 1989, Swift donated $1,989 to UConn student and huge Swift fan Igor Legontsev for the charity. Overall, this year's Husky-thon raised $716,394, which surpassed their goal of $700,000.
And Chuck E. Cheese in Manchester will be hiring a security guard after a dozen people were involved in a brawl over the weekend. The incident began between 2 women at the restaurant at 82 Buckland Street and may have started after they bumped into each other. According to Manchester police, it quickly escalated to include about 12 people, and 2 children suffered minor injuries when they were knocked down during the brawl. Police are reviewing video of the incident to try and identify those involved in the all-out brawl caught on camera at Chuck E. Cheese's on Sunday. The security guard will start working immediately for peak hours, which are Saturday and Sunday between 3 p.m. to 9 or 10 p.m.
Controversy at Fairfield University after some students held a so-called ghetto party. The event occurred over the weekend at an off-campus location. News of the party spread via social media after racially insensitive photos were posted online. The uproar drew a response from the president of the university, who sent an email to students that said, quote, "The party perpetuated racial stereotypes that have no place in our community and only serve to offend and devalue people," end quote. School authorities are still investigating.
And if you've ever been interested in the world of new television, STN is a great way to check it out. Whether you're interested in producing, advertising, engineering, reporting, photography, directing, graphic design, or sports, we have it all. Stop by our office in Jangers Room 120G and try it out.
Coming up, people are being alerted to scams all over the state that have been popping up. Find out what.
Then 2 ski slopes have taken action to invite more people to their hills. See how.
And a notable Republican candidate dropped out of the preliminary race. Find out who and why. All that and more after the break.
Looks like it's done.
Don't let salmonella get funky with your chicken. On average, 1 in 6 Americans will get a foodborne illness this year. You can't see these microbes, but they might be there. So learn the right temperature to cook each type of meat. Keep your family safe at foodsafety.gov.
This is the story of a boy who didn't talk for a long time. The boy liked things to always be the same. Any changes would scare and upset him. The unknown was an unfriendly place. The boy was very sensitive to lights and sounds. So he built secret hiding places where they couldn't get in. The boy didn't like looking people in the eye. He wasn't trying to be mean, it just made him feel uncomfortable. Sometimes he would flap his arms again and again.
One day, I found out I had something called autism. My family got me help. Slowly, I found my voice and learned all the ways I could live with it better.
Early intervention can make a lifetime of difference. Learn the signs at autismspeaks.org.
You're watching STN Channel 2 News.
If you have an idea for a story you would like us to investigate or an event we should cover, let us know. Send us an email to tips@stn2.tv, or you can submit a tip through text message at 860-631-STN2. Also get all of your campus news updates by following us at STN2 on Twitter.
A $175 Stop and Shop coupon that looks too good to be true is targeting the supermarket chain's customers. It was a click and share scheme which claimed to be for a limited time to celebrate Stop and Shop's birthday, including a counter on how many are left. The grocery chain said on its Facebook page that the online deal is not real and reported it to Facebook. Customers are saying that it is very difficult to tell that it is fake, and others just wish the deal was true.
Fire departments in the towns of Lebanon, Columbia, and Windham are warning residents of phone call scams occurring in the area. The fire departments have asked residents not to give money or other personal information to people calling on the phone and claiming to be raising money for a local fire department. The departments have officially stated that they are not having fundraisers at this time.
And Church in Waterbury is leading the effort to gather people across the state to deliver water to Flint, Michigan, as it continues to deal with the lead contamination crisis. The pastor of Grace Baptist requested everyone in the Connecticut State Missionary Baptist Convention to donate at least 50 cases of water. Then the bottled water began pouring into churches shortly, and Grace Baptist exceeded the goal. A tractor trailer will be loaded with the bottles of water the churches collected on Saturday, February 27th, and Grace's pastor plans to travel with the donations to Flint on Monday, February 29th.
With these cold New England temperatures, have you been warming up your car for more than 3 minutes? Because contrary to popular belief, doing so is completely unnecessary. According to the Department of Energy and Environmental Protection, the average car uses 1/5 of a gallon of gas per hour while idle. Cars built in and before the 1980s used carburetors to heat up the engine, though warming up a modern car for more than a minute is a waste of time, as well as a major cause of pollution.
Now in the world of politics, there is some bad news regarding Jeb Bush. He has apparently suspended his campaign. Due to his infamous last name and his lack of traction, he will not be participating in the 2016 presidential race. He announced his suspension in South Carolina on Saturday the 20th as he acknowledges the painful reality. The country is not interested in a third President Bush in office. Bush said, quote, "The people of Iowa and New Hampshire and South Carolina have spoken, and I really respect their decision. So tonight, I'm suspending my campaign," end quote. As the audience gasped, Bush advisor Sally Bradshaw reflected on the end of the campaign Saturday night, telling CNN that 2016 simply was not his year. And a third straight win for Donald Trump. The Republican presidential candidate won the Nevada caucus on Tuesday and solidified his status as the frontrunner. Meanwhile, Trump's rivals are running out of time. Phil Mattingly reports on how they're looking to stop Trump's momentum, especially ahead of Super Tuesday.
A sweeping Nevada victory.
We weren't expected to win too much, and now we're winning the country. And soon the country is going to start winning.
An air of inevitability starting to set in for the Republican field. For Donald Trump, winner of 3 straight contests, a to-do list for his first day in office.
The first thing I do is knock out some of the executive orders signed by our president, especially the one on the border. I'm going to work out immediately to knock out Obamacare. We're going to start taking care of the vets and our military.
For other Republican candidates, a furious sprint to forestall a Trump nomination. Texas Senator Ted Cruz picking up the endorsement of his home state governor Greg Abbott, just days away from the crucial Texas primary.
We got 6 days. 6 days to lead in Texas, to lead the country. So let's get to work.
Florida Senator Marco Rubio with big-name endorsements and big donors blocking his way, trying to convince all that there are states he can win.
I didn't run for office to tear up other Republicans. I'm going to tell people who I am and why I'm running, and I'm going to give them a choice. If they elect me, they're going to have someone that unifies this party, grows this party, governs this country responsibly.
And Ohio Governor John Kasich, campaigning today in Mississippi and Louisiana.
It's really not what the score is at the first quarter. It's what the score is at the end of the game.
While also setting his sights squarely on other March contests in Michigan and in his home state of Ohio, vital to his hopes for survival. Now each candidate mapping out a crucial week ahead in the lead up to Super Tuesday. Trump starting in Virginia today.
Senator Cruz gave us Obamacare in a true sense.
Then moving on to a swing through the Deep South. Rubio and Cruz targeting their own must-win states.
I didn't just become a conservative like a year and a half ago when I thought about running for president. I'm as conservative as anyone in this race.
The only campaign that has beaten Donald Trump and the only campaign that can beat Donald Trump is this campaign.
All trying to halt, or at least slow, the momentum that has some willing to proclaim the race may already be over.
Super Tuesday will take place March 1st. Voters in 12 states and 1 U.S. territory will head to the polls.
Getting into the winter season, one local group is making it easier for children with disabilities to hit the slopes. Skiers Unlimited is an organization sponsored by Mount Southington and the Connecticut Children's Medical Center. They use different mechanisms to help disabled children keep their balance and control while skiing. Volunteers have been helping children for the past 35 years at Mount Southington.
And Ski Sundown is holding its 3rd annual Girls Rock the Park event this weekend. The event was started to help bring more people to the slopes. Registration for the event is Saturday, February 27th from 9:30 to noon. All that is needed to participate is $5, a helmet, a lift ticket, and a signed waiver.
So Matt, the lacrosse season recently started up, and I think it's only time now, since with a new season of sports, we have one of our newer members starting to anchor sports. So Brianna Briggs, what's happening in the world of sports?
Thank you, Chris. Well, welcome everyone to the Sports Desk. I am Brianna Briggs, and coming up we have the results of the men and women's basketball games as they took on Maine earlier this week. We will also be springing into spring sports a little bit later, so get excited and don't go anywhere because sports is next.
In the small town of Elmira, New York, a boy was born into an all-American family. The odds of him achieving his dream in the fashion industry? 1 in 23 million. The odds of having a child diagnosed with autism? 1 in '88. I am Tommy Hilfiger, and my family is affected by autism. Learn more at autismspeaks.org/signs.
So, I got this new family, and I don't know what it is about this one, but she can't seem to put down that toy. Oh, and she even talks to it. Who's she talking to? Her mom? She talks to her mom a lot.
Runner on first base. Now the big guy comes up to bat, hitting .342 with 92 RBIs and 36 homers.
Chill raw and prepared foods promptly. 1 in 6 Americans will get sick from food poisoning this year. Keep your family safer. Check your steps at foodsafety.gov.
And now, your Channel 2 Sports.
Welcome back. It was senior night for the Lady Hawks as they took on Maine at home. They will be saying goodbye to 3 seniors at the end of the season. But were they able to pull off the win at the last home game of the regular season? Let's take a look at the highlights. President Walter Harrison and Athletic Director Anton Goff attended the game in support of the graduating seniors Christy Michaels, Caitlin Skinner, and Mallory Shakora. Maine quickly gains possession of the ball off the jump, leading to a quick 2 points on the board by Bella Swan. However, Hartford answers back with a long 2-pointer shot from the corner. And swish, count it, it goes in. The Black Bears continue to stay on top of their game as Tanesha Sutton sinks in a jumper from the right side. Back on the other side of the court, the Hawks attempt to pick away at the small score gap as the ball is thrown inside looking for the cut. But it looks like there was some confusion as it gets thrown out of bounds. Bella Swan shoots again and misses, giving the Hawks a chance, but it looks like Swan grabbed her own rebound and throws it up for an easy layup. It looks like some volleyball was incorporated into the game as the ball is set into the basket, assisted by Sophie Weckstrom. DeLay Knowles works around 3 players working for an opening, which she finds, giving Hartford 2 points in the last few crucial minutes of the game. Unfortunately, the Hawks couldn't shake Maine's lead, and the final score comes out to Maine 50, Hartford 44. Too bad Hartford couldn't snag a win for their senior night, but what can you do? Maine came to play, as you can see from their stats. Their leading scorer was Sajid Koizar with 15 points and 3 rebounds, followed by Michaela Gustafsson with 11 points and 5 rebounds. For the Hawks, Janelle Harrison scored 10 points and had 6 rebounds, while Kelly Douglas finished with 9 points and 2 assists. Next up for the ladies in red and white is the American East quarterfinals, which will take place March 5th. As for the men's team, they were also facing Maine, this time on the road. If they grabbed the win, they would climb to the number 6 seed in the American East, just above Maine. Could they get the crucial win? Let's take a look at the board. As you can see, the Hawks win with a final score of 82-74, as it was a relatively close game. The top scorer for the Hawks was Pancake Thomas, or as some people call him, the Breakfast Man, having scored 23 points and 8 rebounds, which was matched by the Black Bears' Isaac Van. Jalen Ross was another top scorer for Hartford with 14 points and 7 assists, and Sean Lawton for Maine with 13 points and 5 rebounds, though it was not enough to beat the Hawks. This game was an especially eventful night for the Hawks for more reasons than one, as their very own Pancake Thomas scored his 500th, yes, you heard that right, folks, 500th point for this season. He's amongst only 7 other Hartford players to achieve this accomplishment. Thomas has had a remarkable season, overall leading the team in points and assists. He scored 35 or more points in 3 games thus far. The only other Hawk in history to do the same is former Hawk and NBA star Vin Baker. Now, moving right on down the line to lacrosse. Can you believe it? Lacrosse has already begun. It might as well be spring, and yet it does not feel like spring. Where are you at, Mother Nature? The men's lacrosse team starts the season off with a win against the Boston Terriers, 16-10, as we take a look at the board. You'll see that Jaden Henderson leads the Hawks in goals, having scored 4 goals and out of 6 attempts, followed by Will Dullins, 3 goals and 1 assist. Unfortunately, with the Terriers, nobody really shined on the scoreboard, and the leading players, Jack Wilson and Brennan Homier, share 1 goal and 2 assists. Their next game will take place on Saturday, February 27th at 1 p.m. Hartford softball has been off to a bumpy start as they are currently on a 3-game losing streak. Were they able to turn things around against Hampton? Let's find out. And unfortunately, another loss for Hartford, dropping this one by a score of 5-2. Elizabeth Newkirk and Alex Saharik both drive in a run, each for the red and white. Good showing from the Lady Hawks as they exploded for 13 hits throughout this game, but just couldn't bring those runners home. For the Pirates, Ashley Grassini drove a solo home run to center field for her squad. Pitcher Allison Babinsak pitched a complete game with 4 strikeouts and only those 2 turned into runs. She made up for it by driving in a pair of runs for her team. The Lady Hawks look to bounce back as they travel to Virginia, where they'll be facing Longwood and Monmouth University in the Longwood Spring Fling Tournament. As for upcoming games, men's lacrosse will be taking on Bryant at 1 p.m. on this Saturday. That's tomorrow, February 27th, so go out and support.
Thank you very much, Brianna. That was very interesting how lacrosse and baseball is back already. It does really feel like spring. Don't you guys think so?
I definitely think it's starting to feel like spring, getting warmer weather, even though we're still seeing some snow, though, too. So.
Yeah, Ayana, what do you think? I think we should take a look at the 7-day again to see any more information.
Shows no snow this week. I don't know what you guys think about that. I think that's kind of 50-50. I mean, no snow, but also there is not also a chance of the university like canceling classes this week. So.
Yeah, I'm very happy about that, except that Thursday with the rain. I'm not a fan of the rain. But.
Yeah, cloudy day on Wednesday. That's fine. Pretty chill week.
Yeah, hopefully the weather get better by the time spring break comes around. Everyone's vacationing that time or staying home maybe. It might be fine if they stay home if it's too bad. And if it does get warmer, it might be a nice time to go out with family, friends, you know, if it does eventually get warmer.
And hopefully hit the beach or something too if it's getting really hopeful they're getting really warm. But you never know. Mother Nature's been all over the place.
It has been all over the place this week.
Yeah, I don't know if you guys saw, there was actually some people playing Frisbee the other day.
Yeah.
It was pretty crazy because it snowed just the other day.
That was fairly interesting. I can't believe people are outside already. Some people are already warming up with their attire. I found interesting too.
Yeah, some people already like wearing shorts and short-sleeve shirts.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on there. I think they should still bundle up, to be honest, but it's them.
Wednesday night, there were people out of my dorm when it was raining, barefoot running around.
Oh my goodness.
It's
too cold for that still.
Yeah, and also for Spring Fling, I heard that they're revealing their performers soon.
Yeah, I'm excited to find out who is it going to be, and then with the Battle of the Bands too, finding out who the opening artist is going to be too.
Yeah. I hope that the performers are good. I'm pretty sure everyone enjoyed the last performance last year, and then this year it will be a good one as well. With the nice warm weather, we get some nice performance going on, good music. I enjoy it.
And I'm also pretty excited because tomorrow there's going to be the Brother and Sisters fashion show too.
Yeah, red carpet starts at 5, and then the fashion show is live at 6, and then there's an after party in GSU happening.
So the fashion show's in Lincoln Theater, right?
Yeah,
and after party in GSU?
Yeah.
Is it in the main lobby?
Mm-hmm.
That should be exciting.
Yeah, I'll be pretty excited. Hopefully they get a good crowd there to support them.
Yeah, people should definitely go out and watch that.
Yeah, there's so many different things going on this weekend with those, and then there's also the Oscars on Sunday too. So does anyone plan on watching?
Yeah, but mostly what I'm very excited for this weekend is that our GM, Scott Roberts, is turning 22 this weekend. I'm pretty sure everyone here in STN are very excited about that.
Definitely.
And also, you never know, maybe Taylor Swift will give him a donation too.
Oh, baby, I don't know. Maybe, that'd be a great gift for our Scotty over here.
Yeah. It'd be a good way to
Here's our GM now. Let's see how he feels about turning 22. Hey, Scott.
I don't know. I'm not like that.
All right. Thank you, Scott. And thank you, Brianna, Ayana. And thank you for tuning in to STN Channel 2 News. We have another show for you this week. I'm Matthew Vega.
And I'm Krista Gray.
Good night.